There I was at home in Hawaii with my mom, and I was supposed to be enjoying my time. I look at my phone, I get another rejection email from a literary agent. And I don't really know why, but this one just broke me. I just broke down crying. I was just on the floor in tears, and I realized this is something bigger than an art block. If you're new here, I'm Ari, a children's book illustrator and a self-published author. I share the real side of that journey on my channel. And today, I want to talk about something I have not really been honest about. So I went to Hawaii in February and I ended up staying there for about 2 months. And I was really excited to just be back home. I was excited for the warm weather. I was excited to be with my dog, just, going to the beach and enjoying life and just really spending time in nature. Instead, what I didn't realize is I didn't really have a routine. I didn't have structure. Because I was at my mom's house, I just had to do what she said. She could just come into my room whenever she wanted. Also, my mom watches the news every day, and I understand the importance of watching the news. To have it on every day was such a downer. And I was really feeling the anxiety and the pressure and all of the bad things that were happening. I think as someone who is kind of sensitive or empathetic, and I can just feel people's energy around me, I felt a lot of the fear behind being in America. Also going to the grocery stores and seeing how high the prices were. I was really just shocked to see how much more expensive Hawaii was, and this fear that I kept feeling. Let's talk about my breaking point. The point where I just knew something had to happen. When I checked my phone and I got that submission rejection, it really broke me. I was constantly getting all these emails rejecting me from jobs that I was way overqualified for. Being a graphic designer with over 10 years of experience, I fell to the floor. I cried so freaking hard. It hurt my chest. I was on the floor, rocking back and forth, just so unsure about where I was heading. And I was starting to feel like nothing positive was happening. Every time I checked my email, it was nothing good, nothing to look forward to. And with the prices just constantly rising, I didn't feel like I could afford to even go out. I didn't have a purpose. I should just give up, afraid of the future, and I was just crying frequently. To name it clearly for you, I was depressed. Honestly, that was the moment that I knew something just had to change. I pretty much told myself, I cannot live like this anymore. I don't even care about everything. I just need to make sure that I am functional and I'm not breaking down constantly, because I think it was getting to a point where I couldn't really even handle small tasks because it felt like too much for me. I want to talk about the things that actually helped me into 3 different pillars. The first one is spiritual and energetic. So that was the moment that I decided I need to just start meditating. I don't even care anymore. I probably just started doing 10 minutes and I really started to deep breathe. And I would just do that every night to help myself with the anxiety. I pretty much told myself it doesn't even matter if I find a job or not. I just need to make sure that I am mentally in a good spot. So that was also a feeling that I knew I had to work on. The one thing I really told myself was I just need to be present. I cannot be living in the past or the future. I just need to be here right now. Another thing that I did was in the mornings, I would just sit in my backyard and journal, or I would just lay there. There was one day I just sat there and stared at a tree for like 30 minutes. I felt more present, I felt more calm, and it's something that I don't usually do. Another thing that I did to really help myself was I began taking salt baths, because I remember every time I would take a bath and just lay there for like an hour, I just felt so calm after. I felt like my body was cleansed. I feel so refreshed after doing it. I actually also started to watch some YouTube videos on dealing with anxiety and hearing people's stories. It honestly helped me so much to watch that, and they gave their own tips that could help me, and I did do some of them. I realized that I needed to be a lot more grateful for everything I have, because when I look at my life from an outside perspective, I'm so lucky. My life is actually amazing. To be able to focus on all of the good things that I have in my life instead of the negatives was another huge help for me. I even ended up buying a gratitude journal at Ross, which was really cheap. It was like $8 or something like that. And the journal just had prompts like, today I feel grateful for this. Write something down that is making you happy right now. How can you continue this happiness? I think it actually helped me to just see the prompts and just answer it. I also began to journal more positively instead of negatively. I do think it's good to sometimes just get it out. So I began to just be more positive, like even if it felt weird, because it definitely felt weird at the beginning. I was like, I am so grateful to have such an amazing mother, to be healthy, just stuff like that. I also began to use affirmation videos. I would put that on at night, like a 10-hour affirmations, and I just let it play lightly while I was sleeping. Honestly, I do think it has helped me. I would wake up and feel a little more positive doing it. Okay, this is gonna be the funny one. I ended up buying a stone called moldavite, and I've heard about this stone. I was planning on buying it already, but my mom and I went into a gemstone store and I saw the moldavite and I was like, oh, that's the stone that I was interested in buying. So at the crystal shop, the lady she was like, oh, do you want to see anything? And I was like, oh, I'm kind of curious about the rings. I just wanted to, see how it looked on my hand. And I swear I am not joking when I say this. I was holding the stone. I literally genuinely felt lightheaded. Like I felt like a lightness and joy, like almost like doing drugs or something. Something in me just said, you need to buy this stone. You need to buy it. You need to get it. Just get it. We got it. It was also around my birthday. So I was like, oh, mom, early birthday present. And I will never forget that day when I was wearing it. We bought the ring and I put the ring on. I just felt so grateful and calm and happy in the moment. I ended up just eating a bunch of food and then lying in bed for like 2 to 3 hours. I would say the first 2 weeks that I owned this ring, I genuinely had moments where I just had to take it off. It just felt like too much. It was too much energy, but over time, I got used to it. I also started to have more vivid dreams when I was wearing the stone, which is a common thing that happens. And I actually decided to buy a couple more moldavites before I left because I knew it was genuine moldavite. I could literally feel it in my body. And I've looked at so many pictures and I can tell this is the real thing. Now when I wear all of my moldavite, I don't really feel that different. So I guess my body has gotten used to it, but I just thought that would be a funny thing to mention because I really did feel a difference buying this stone. Now we're moving on to the next pillar that really helped me, and this is mental and creative. I actually was doing the artist's way at this time, and I had a group of 2 other people that we would just message in the morning every time we do our morning pages. I didn't do it every day, but I will say I did it most of the days. And having that accountability was so helpful. We would just message a pencil emoji every morning after we journaled. And then sometimes at the end of the week, we would ask each other, how did this week go for you? How were some of the journal prompts? How was your artist date? And having that accountability really did help me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna share this part right now, so I'm just gonna say I actually made the decision when I got back to Portugal that I wanted to get on antidepressants. I just felt like I was doing everything I possibly could, and it was helping, but I was still feeling this, like I just felt this anxiety, and I really had to think about it because I already have to take ADHD medication. I felt like I did need this right now. And when I spoke to my doctor, she totally understood where I was coming from and just gave me a light dose. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking it and using it to help you. If you really feel like you're falling down this hole, it could be useful. And for me, it's not like I feel different. I just feel like my emotions are more even. Because I'm so emotional, I have these highs and lows, constantly high and low. Like one thing would just bring me down so much, and then another thing would bring me up. And I feel like this is just helping me regulate my emotions. Now, I wanted to just mention a few books that have really helped me. The first one is called We Need Your Art by Amy McNee. And I found out about her from a TED Talk she did about how even though the world is on fire, you still need to be making art. And she really spoke about how important and healing it is to make art. And when I read the book, she gave so many valid reasons why making art is even more pivotal now. It not only heals yourself, but it heals the world. It's actually just as important as exercising. Playing around with your creativity and letting your mind wander and just have fun and be playful. It's healing to all of us. And when I think about it, art really touches me so much. And I imagine, what if that artist never made that album? What if that painter never painted that painting? Like, your art could really change someone's perspective or view on the world. And even if you don't want to share it, it's still important and it's healing for yourself. She also stated a really great case that art is not a toaster. Basically, every family owns a toaster or a microwave, but we own many books, we own lots of art. Art is abundant. You can't get enough of it. Like, even with TV shows, you need all these different shows, and it's not an item that is just one per household type of thing. I will also link the TED Talk to watch it because just watching the TED Talk really helped me a lot. All right, so for the second book, I think this is a very common one, and that is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This one is such a popular book, and I get why. I've read this book multiple times, and I love how he explains being present and being present in certain situations. And even the way that he writes about being present actually made me feel more present reading the book. I felt like I was following his words, the way he described just being in the now. And the last thing that I did from the mental creative pillar, I decided to stop saying no to things. So I actually have some friends, they're doing business stuff. And I think as a graphic designer with so much experience, I usually ask for money. Because these are my friends, I've decided to just take on these projects. Not only for myself, because it's something I'm passionate about, it's something that I really enjoy doing, but it could also be useful in the future. So I had one friend who, she was starting this blog, and she just asked me to come up with some horoscope icons and a tarot card illustration. The theme of the illustration is so 100% me. And I know some people will probably be like, no, you need to charge money, but I decided to just take it for now, just to treat it like I'm working again. I have things that I need to focus on. I also have another friend who is very successful, and she's like on the board of a teen mental health group. And last year I did a presentation talking about using emotions in design and how to capture your audience. And I learned a lot just coming up with this small presentation. Anyways, because I've already built that trust with her, she asked me if I could design this speed accelerator program. And what this program is, I would be talking about the neuroscience behind design. As a designer, I understand just making pretty pictures, but I decided to take this on as a way to learn about it myself, because I personally don't know too much on the neuroscience side. I've decided that's what I want to do in the future. And by doing this, it would be amazing practice to understand teaching and coaching someone. I would say my old self would just say no, or I don't have time because I was just too stressed out. But I've decided to do it, and I am super excited, and I know that I'm gonna learn so much through this experience. And for the last pillar, which is physical, because being physical is so important to get out of that rut you're in. While I was in Hawaii, I actually didn't exercise that much in the beginning because there was insane storms. It was the worst flooding in over 20 years. So I couldn't really leave the house, and I was planning to exercise by going hiking, by doing my aerial silks in my backyard. But because it was raining so much, nonstop rain, I had to stay inside. That's when I decided I'm just gonna do yoga. And I would just find a morning yoga routine that was like 15 to 20 minutes. And starting my day with that was so helpful. Like, starting your day doing yoga is amazing, especially if you're not working out a ton. I usually work out a lot. Like, I do aerial silks 3 times a week. I was doing CrossFit twice a week. I definitely got weaker when I was in Hawaii because I was not working out enough. But by doing the yoga, it's helped me a lot mentally and just helping me deal with the anxiety. Now, the next one I started doing when I got back to Portugal, because I think it would have been too expensive in Hawaii, was acupuncture. And I decided to do the 90-minute one. I've done acupuncture in the past, and it has helped me phenomenally. You do have to do multiple sessions to really receive the benefits, and it also depends on how off balance you are. Every single time I go to the acupuncturist, they always look at my tongue, they check my pulse. I usually have too much fire, I have too much energy in me, and I need to calm down and get present. My acupuncturist actually told me it's like my spirit is all over the place, like flying everywhere, and I need to get grounded and to feel like stable. But the week after I got that appointment, I had the best sleep ever. I didn't have to take melatonin to sleep, which I usually have to do. And I just felt so calm and relaxed. The next physical thing that I did was, when I didn't feel like meditating or even doing yoga, I would just go on walks listening to music. I've always loved walking around listening to music. It's what I did most of the time I was solo traveling and remote working. And it just gets me into this state. It's somewhat like meditating, but I like that I'm moving at the same time. And the last physical thing that I tried doing was cold plunging with the sauna back and forth. The sauna I'm fine with. I'm cold all the time, but cold plunging is literally like hell for me because my body is used to warm climates. I like being in the warmth. But the research shows cold plunging really helps people deal with anxiety, and continuously doing it really helps with handling stress better. And it's like when you cold plunge, your body feels stressed out, but it gets used to it and things don't faze you as much. And as much as I hate cold plunging, because really it hurt, my entire body was in pain, like slowly getting into it more and more, it really does help with anxiety, but you have to be consistent with it. So here's the truth that nobody will tell you. The truth is, there's no one moment where you're like, I'm back. It slowly happens, and over time, the anxiety decreases and the positivity goes up. Because the truth is, we're always gonna have moments that stress us out, but it's how we deal with those situations that are important. I used to think that I needed to be constantly worried or thinking about something that I'm working on all of the time. But being patient with yourself and just letting yourself sit and relax when that's what you just need to do, you should be okay with it, because stressing about it, that makes it worse. Enjoy being present, enjoy doing nothing, enjoy zoning out. I feel like we are so conditioned to feel like we need to work all of the time, but we're not machines. We need to take breaks and actually enjoy life. The last thing is, I was trying to find something that I could get lost in, and it's something that I didn't even expect. I would say I found my creativity again, and I can feel myself getting excited working on things, but right now it's not drawing or illustrating. It's actually making videos. I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I love expressing myself, and I love sharing my knowledge and being completely honest about this path that I've decided to take. I kept thinking to myself, I just need to draw more, I just need to keep illustrating. But I spent most of the year last year drawing, and right now my body is just not responding to it the same way. If I had advice to help you get out of your art block, I would say try different things. It could be in playing piano, it could be in making clay, it could be in dancing. It doesn't just need to be drawing. So be open to just trying new things. You don't even know what you might fall in love with. So that's where I bring it back to the bigger picture of this entire thing. Art block might not even be a creativity problem. Sometimes it's a real life block that you need to work through. And healing your life is healing your creativity. I feel so excited about making YouTube videos, and it's very uncomfortable, and I'm still trying to get into the flow of everything. And I'm so excited for this next one because I'm actually creating a 6-step series to self-publishing your first children's book. Because I went through the whole experience myself, and I want to be 100% transparent on my experience, all of the mistakes I made, the lessons I learned, and just some advice to help you so you can actually finally self-publish your book. Let me know, have you ever experienced an art block this deep? How did you get out of it? Feel free to let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you so much for watching, and I really just hope that this video helps you.